So I've actually, after like reading a lot of comment and basically searching through basically the best way to basically beat the new stage, I finally found it. It's going to be this team right here. Now, I'm going to explain the reason for picking each unit. So it's going to be written by that. That's the one that I will be soloing. Uh, this team can beat that basically stage the fastest. I've tried a lot of units like Simon and stuff like that. Same thing with Dead Sun, but none of them basically do the stage as fast as this team right here. Okay, so first of all, to farm, obviously, Arima will be the boss killer, since he's basically has almost the highest DPS that I can get, since you can't use any ability. For Soul, I use the Soul of Destruction on him, but I think it's fine if you don't have Soul of Destruction on him. Um, there's probably better Soul, but I'm using Soul of Destruction. You can also use the reason I'm using Soul of Destruction is more specifically is because of the plus 25% damage and also plus 10% mini boss damage and boss damage. That's why. For the destruction passive, I mean, like, it's good, but like there's better one. For Jotro and Dio, it's going to be basically a time stopper. That's it. And then for Johnny, it's because he's a really cheap godly. Okay. The problem with this team is that you need to max out both godly and Arima quickly. Okay. And with the new godly, all of them are insanely expensive. Garo costing 1.2 million, but he's kind of useless. Naruto, which is the most used one, costs 1.6 million. Rimuru costs 1 million, but he sucks without his ability. Ichigo costs 800,000, but he just doesn't really do anything besides damage, which might be a good idea. And Johnny is kind of replaceable. You just want to... Johnny is the only replaceable unit here. But you can replace Johnny with any godly you want. But the rest of the team need to be this team right here. So yeah. For trait, bro, it's ALS 2025 Halloween event. If you don't have glitch on all of your unit already, I don't know what to say, man. I'm sorry. Like, they gave out 1000 reroll code every update. Like, come on. By now, you should have glitch on all of your main unit already, okay? For placement, I'm gonna place it right next to this bench right here, okay? So, for early on, it's gonna be pretty simple. You're gonna place down both farm, Jotro, Dio, Johnny, and then maxed out both farm before place down Arima. Place down Arima last, actually. So, and then place down Jotro first. And then, instead of placing on the second unit, I like to basically upgrade both of my farm first. And then after that, I place down Johnny right here. And then make sure that Dio is right next to both of them as close as possible. Now auto upgrade on both farm until they're both maxed out. And then after both farm maxed out, which going to take a minute, maxed out both Johnny and Dio over Heaven first. You don't need to max out Tusk Act 4, but you do need to max out Johnny and Dio over Heaven. I'll place the Arima now. The reason why you need to max out both Godly is because of this passive right here. The triple S weapon and also the Axie weapon. To unlock both of those weapons, you need to have require 2 max upgraded Godly. There you go. That's why. Because if you don't have this, if you don't fill up this requirement, you will just be stuck at that upgrade. So yeah. For now, upgrade both Dio and Johnny to max out, which will took a little in a minute. And yeah, this is the fastest run, the fastest team that can beat this stage the fastest. This is the team that can beat the stage the fastest because of Arima right here. I couldn't get mystical on him because I'm kind of broke with Pearl. So yeah, but still, glitch and glorious is still basically the standard nowadays in ALS. Alright, maxed out Johnny. Now I gotta max out Dio, which costs a lot. It cost him 1 million, but it's fine. Arima is only usable as a boss killer. That's why I placed him down the last, because he doesn't attack any other unit besides boss, as you can see right here. Only target boss type enemies, and attack deal only 5% damage to non-bosses enemies. What this passive mean is that while he's attacking the boss, if there's an enemy near the boss, the enemy will only take 5% damage. So yeah, so he can still damage normal unit, but he can't target them. That's the thing. He can only target boss enemies. Is Dio maxed out yet? Okay, Dio is maxed out. No, maxed out Arima. After you maxed out Arima, maxed out Jotro over Heaven, and then lastly Tusk Act 4. But this stage will be finished before you even maxed out Tusk Act 4. So that's how you know this team is good. You can use any soul on Arima because he's Perfect Seal, because they also change it now so that what's it called? Perfect Seal unit can equip any soul without any requirement. So yeah, which is very nice. That's why Rimuru is so OP, because he can equip any soul, even the Requiem soul, the one that turn enemies back, the one that walk bosses back. That soul require a nature unit, and since Arima, Rimuru, and a lot of the new unit like Reinhardt and also Ladiesman is Perfect Seal, you can equip them. You can equip the soul on both of them, or like either one of them. So yeah. The timer is about to hit 0, and Arima will be unlocking his triple S, and there you go. The boss will summon here, and Arima will just start shredding the boss. And yeah. Now again, it will be faster. Another thing is, I would recommend placing down... no, you actually don't need to place Johnny to last, because the enemy will die to Dio over Heaven full AoE anyway. But you know, Johnny won't really kill the boss anyway, so like, place him on last to basically defeat all of the mini enemies to skip way faster, to continue the way faster so you get more money so you can max out. Oh, he's already maxed. Okay, maxed out Jotro now. The reason why you want Arima to max out because of his last passive, Flower Bed, which basically keep increasing his damage if you keep attacking the same boss until 100%. That's why. And yeah, the boss is getting shredded right now, which is very nice. Look at all this buff as well. Very nice, very nice. Where did all of this buff come from for Jotro? 200% crit damage, 55% crit chance. I don't know where this buff came from, but you know, the boss is getting shredded. You can also AFK using this method, since like you don't need to do like any complicated placement with compared to like Giorno tactic. Especially with Sis, you can just make it so that like it'll place down in order and then upgrade in order as well. So yeah, if you wanna AFK farm for shiny what's it called, Subaru, yeah, because doing the return to no death thing is basically the best way to get shiny Subaru, since it gives you the most chances. Picking the return by death option will double the chances of shiny Subaru dropping. So that's why people are really wondering, like, how do I beat this? How do I beat this? Well, this is how. You use Arima. He's finally useful now, because like before this, he's kind of useless. Like, why would you use this guy? There's better unit. But on a stage where you cannot use any ability specifically, yeah, this guy is the king. Look at him. Look at his damage. 24 to 23 billion damage every 1.6 second, and he crit as well on top of that. Look at that damage. This is just by attacking that boss alone anyway. And yeah, you will never lose using this team. And yeah, because Arima almost cover up the entire map, I think, if you place him down there, and then he will kill the boss, and there you go, guaranteed kill on the boss. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, it will guaranteed winning. Like you cannot lose using this team unless like your Arima just doesn't have the same what's it called, glitch and glorious. Jotro and Dio is therefore time stop. It's better to have Jotro and Dio time stopping instead of slow and fearing the boss, because Jotro also deal a shit tons of damage if you don't know. So yeah. And then what's it called, Dio inflict what's the thing called again, accelerate, which will help with Arima, because Arima deal electrocute earlier. And yeah, that's it. That's basically how you beat this game mode 100% with no losing streak. And yeah, that's all for the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.